Hey, this is Scott from e-mayham.com, and in this two-part series of frustrating games, we're going to talk about Mega Man 9. So, back in January, I purchased Mega Man 9 for the Wii. I grew up playing the classic Mega Man games. I never really got into the Mega Man X games, but I love Mega Man 1 through 8, so it was only natural that I pick it up for a Nintendo console. Using the Wiimote to play it is actually nice. When holding down the controller sideways, it has a bit of an old Nintendo feel. I refused to buy it for the 360 because I knew they would fuck up the control scheme. The first thing I noticed, even before I started playing Mega Man 9, is when you select it on the Wii, you get the menu where you click play. In that menu, they try to create the image that Mega Man is falling. They loop it for like 3 seconds, but instead of him looking like he's falling, he looks like he's teabagging someone. The game went right back to the old school look. It plays and feels like Mega Man 1 through 3. There are 8 robot bosses to face. They even added the first ever female boss, Splash Woman. She's a great addition. The 8 robot bosses are Splash Woman, Concrete Man, Galaxy Man, Jewel Man, Plug Man, Tornado Man, Magma Man, and Hornet Man. Like the previous games, once you take down a boss, you get their power-up, and that power-up helps take down another boss. That is, if you can get to the bosses. This game is hard as hell. This game is by far the hardest Mega Man game I have ever played. I've had the game for a while, and I have only been able to down Splash Woman, Concrete Man, Galaxy Man, and Jewel Man. This game tries its best to make you fail. I lost count on the number of times I've given up because I've been so frustrated. I play a lot of games, and I can say without a doubt that this is one of the most challenging games I have ever played. In Splash Woman's level, you start off with mines that you can easily dodge, an armored octopus that shoot black balls of ink at you. These guys are a bitch to kill, because you have to wait for them to poke their head up in order to shoot them. Oftentimes, you shoot the black ball of ink instead. The most annoying part in this level is not the bubbles you have to ride up on, it's the platforms you have to jump on for several screens. If you're not careful, you can either kiss your ass goodbye or start over again because you were lucky enough to fall on a part of the floor that didn't kill you. Concrete Man's level is annoying. You get the birds that drop rocks in the first part of the level. You also have to jump over holes, and in typical Mega Man style, something comes out of the hole. You have to be extra careful because the birds will often drop a rock where you land, sending you into the hole. The most aggravating part of this level is the elephants. Now, I stopped questioning the logic of Mega Man, and I just enjoy the games. But what the hell do a bunch of robot elephants rolling balls at you have to do with concrete? Those things are enough to bring a man to drink. Galaxy Man's level is actually pretty easy. There are a few things that can get annoying, but it's not too bad. Jewel Man is a different story. Not only is it hard as hell, but there's a mini-boss. You walk into a room thinking it was a quick level, you get the typical door leading to a boss when suddenly rocks start falling on your head. You have to dodge the rocks until a rock with a face comes down. You have to jump when it comes down. If you don't, you won't be able to move and it will hit you. Oftentimes when you jump, it's too early and you still get caught up in the shock wave. So, if you manage to jump at the right time, you need to shoot it. About 5 or 6 rounds later, you get to move on. The rest of the level is quite difficult. I will let you discover it for yourself. In the next part of this series, I'm going to talk about the last 4 robot bosses in Dr. Wily's level. I am determined to beat this game, and I won't make the next part of this video until I do.